everybody. We are actually
Well, I've been sitting here on this dock by the bay, watching my blue skies turn to gray. Didn't know if I should run or stay, so I pulled up Mike's weather page, 'cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Well, I admit that I had one or a few, 'cause I was down and I was feeling blue. But then I clicked on Mike's fan page. I saw all my friends now, I'm okay. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. We all know Mike's a real fun guy. He'll track the storms as they blow by. But when the drunk donkey comes out to play, Miss Julie, take his phone away. 'Cause Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Not sure what the gusts are, but
well, there's Louie and Hunter too. No telling what they're gonna do.
I think we're
you know
he's
got more than a million fans. Yeah, 'cause now Mike's weather page, you know he's got the
trying to keep the camera from getting wet.
Mike's weather page is only a click or two away. Mike's weather page, you know he's got the news to keep you safe. Mike's weather page is only a click or two away.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It's daily brew time. Talking tropics. Yes, we are. Got a little outside chance we could have a little something to talk about next week. And I'm not hyping. Not hyping at all. So what's up, everybody? This is Mike here, Mike's Weather Page. Mike and Louie today. We had Hunter on Monday. So we alternate dogs. We do a dog a day. This is the original. So we're going to say hello to everybody. Hey, Eric, how about the Rays, man? 5-0. They were behind yesterday. And Luke the Nuke, or whatever they call him, hit a third home run. And then Lau and Diaz, 3-run homer. It was awesome. 5-0. Good morning. All right, so this is the Daily Brew. We're going to be home of Tropics Talking here in about a month. May 15th. We go live every day, Monday through Friday. The NHC starts issuing their 2-day, 7-day advisories. Something new this year. Not 2-day, 5-day, 2-day, 7-day. This is going to be a 7-day graphic. So not only are we going to have 2-day graphics, we're going to have 7-day graphics now. No more 5-day. So the NHC is stretching out their outlooks to 7 days now. So we'll have 2 extra days of official Tropics Talking. We always like to be way ahead, though, right? What's up, Mr. Tom Boffa? Mr. Cruise Man? How's it going? Yeah, Eric, it was hard to believe it was 4-0. Or 4-0 was their record. Now they're 5-0. Pretty good. All right, so we're going to say hey for a couple minutes and we'll get right into weather. Our Daily Brew, of course, brought to you by our great friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Born in 1936, family owned and operated right here in the great state of Florida. The official tailgate stop of Tampa Bay Rays, unofficial. At least for Mike's Weather Page it is. We love them to death. they got the new Jack and Coke Zero. Pretty fantastic. Very fantastic. Also like to welcome on board Done Right Roofing here locally, the Tampa Bay area. Big supporters of our page. Big, great company here where I live. Do a lot of great things for our community. And we are officially covered by Done Right Roofing. How you like that? Getting into hail season. Hail season in Florida is real. Believe it or not. We have a lot of hail damage in Florida. You would think hail damage in Florida. I'm putting Louis to sleep. Believe it or not, this is our time in Florida to get hail damage. March and April, we get these, warm days, 80, 90-degree days, and we get these cold fronts that come down, and you get that mixture of cold air aloft, way up top. And you get the rising thunderstorms that we get because of this heat. He's going to do it again, watch. You can't tell me dogs aren't people. They blink, they sneeze, they dream, they yawn. I can't figure it out, but I can't figure anything. If you try to figure things out, it's impossible. All right, let's talk some weather. But yeah, hail season's upon us, believe it or not. We get these crazy hailstorms in Florida, man, and it's like, this is the time of the year we'll start seeing some pictures. It'll look like snow. It's what we call Florida snow. Linda, yeah, big hailstorm in Missouri. I saw my good friend Tammy Kent posted in Iowa. They're out of Iowa. They had huge hail in Iowa yesterday. Pete Kimmel, yeah, Missouri yesterday. Yep, Peace Eyes, Loud Thunder. Shelly Ross, yep, St. Louis. Hey, Miss Shelly Ross, by the way, good morning. Miss Shelly. Michelle from Cape Coral. I just saw a story on Week News about some of the recovery down there. And still ongoing, obviously. Robert Torres, Buenos Dias, good morning. Touching up on my 3 years of Spanish. That's probably the only word I remember. You know, I always say if you don't use it, you lose it, right? 3 years of Spanish, I don't even know if I could count to 10. Let's see, a few more hellos. Miss Mary Krause, good morning. Oh, thanks for the start. Jennifer Thompson, good morning. Donna, morning. Patty Haley, good morning. Katie Haley, good morning. Going on the cruise, I heard. Loretta Reed, good morning. Kyra MacArthur, South Mississippi. Had some tornadoes last night. My buddy Brandon from Weather WX Chasing just posted a drone video. I think it was in Missouri. Lady Butterfly says, Storm Chaser got hit with 3-inch hail. I don't want to get hit by hail, man. I don't mind a few dents here and there, but not a lot. Keisha, good morning. Happy Wednesday. This is live radar, by the way, and above me. It's BOGO radar. Got this big old line of storms. Look at that, diagonally from Texas to Great Lakes right now. We got severe storms entering Illinois, Indiana right now, and Michigan. Tornado threat's pretty high today. Again, it lasted through the night. And it's going to slowly start to weaken a little bit. I do have another radar I wanted to show. It's kind of interesting to me. Right here. This is Michigan. Or, not Michigan, Minnesota. Hey, it begins with an M. Nancy, Mock's Corner. I think that's where my mom and dad tried to stay. Is there a Cracker Barrel there that's always full? Eric, I did not see a F4 1966. When was that? Was that this time last? Was the F4, Eric? Because I could see that this time of year when the jet stream dips south. It takes a jet stream to build those nasty tornadoes because of the upper level winds need to be there. Kathy, what's up, Miss Charleston? Julio, Mississippi looks pretty good. We're not going to be in a quiet weather pattern. Let's get into it. So this is Minnesota radar, and you can see the low spinning. It's really fascinating. We talked about this low last week. Deja vu, deja vu, deja vu. We've had 3 back-to-back BOGO systems. You can see it spinning away, man. Clear as day. Whoops, my little pointer isn't working. It always does this. So now I got to go over here to accessories. Turn it off, turn it on. Now it'll work. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, there's our low right here. Look at that. And boy, you can see it spinning away. That is a surface low. If it wasn't over land, it'd be over water. And it would probably be tropical if it had heat. But anyway, that's pretty fascinating. Pretty cool. And if you look at an old school, look at that. You can really see it. This is a cool sight. So two things are going on. There's our low. But look out ahead of it. There's our front. So the reason we get two sets of storms like we've been doing, you get the actual, meat of the storm close to the low, and then we get this frontal line set up below it. So we've had these two isolated high impact zones from the SPC the last couple of weeks because the lows are so intense, low pressure, that the actual low itself is a storm center, and then the squall line out ahead of it becomes a storm center too, or a storm producer. So for the rest of the day, then we'll get into some tropics talking, I promise. Look at this. Open image and new tab. There we go. This is what we got right now. Probably, maybe into Indiana here. We might get another tornado. So red's tornado watches, severe thunderstorm watches in blue. Tornado watch all the way up in Michigan. Kind of rare up there in the Great Lakes region. This is live. Maybe some in Indiana. Probably be some in Indiana. And that's because the Storm Prediction Center is showing you this. Any time Chrome says loading, we have problems. Let me close some stuff out. I didn't like the way that looked. All right. So there you go. Enhance. Yellow, green. I posted colors yesterday on my site. If you go to Mike's weather page, I always sit right here. It's right there. Always there for you. Always there for you to click on and see what the heck those colors mean. But anyway, this is where we're at today. Orange, pretty serious. Now we got two different type of risks today. We got tornadoes they actually reduced them. That's interesting. And we did have a hatched area. That's good news. But they reduced the tornado a little bit. All right, so 5% still probably tornado watches. At least the hatched area is lowered now. That's great news because hatched areas usually mean EF2 plus. Cheers, Louie, by the way, everybody. You got your Louie in the morning. I got my favorite new shirt on, Stephanie Stokes. Good to see you, Stephanie Stokes. We wonder where you've been. We're hanging out at Pineapple Willie's in July. Daughter's got a softball World Series up there at Panama City. I'll be up there twice. Up for the Golf Jam June and then July. I got to go up there for her softball. What's up, Harold? How's it going out west, man? You getting a lot of snow? That's right, Monk's Corner. That's right, Nancy. That's my mom and dad were just there. They walked in there Ruby Tuesdays. And as we found out, everywhere in the world, they don't have enough cooks. So they got impatient and had a salad bar. So there's your tornado chances. So, and the hail chances went down today. Wow. So we pretty much, everything went down a lot, which is great. But we still have a big wind and hail. A lot of air. So, that, we just got to watch these squall lines for the rest of the day. Hopefully they don't end up being too bad. Tomorrow, we got a little bit of storm chances tomorrow. Our front line is going to start weakening. Once that main energy source is gone, separates out of here, going to Canada, then our frontal line weakens, and that's what we got left. So I don't even think we got tornadoes. See, there's no tornado chances popping up tomorrow. Just thunderstorm stuff. So there you go. Long range, we got to start talking tropics here in a few minutes. I promise. Here's another cool graphic that I show. 4748 heavy rain. That's unfortunately hit the old map here. That's Friday and Saturday. Woo, man. I woke up this morning, stomach feeling a little rough. What happened, Harold? Oh, Stephanie, I'll let you know when we're there. What happened, Harold? We'll have to go back and read. What's up, Mr. Bruno Jones? Good morning, V Flood. Angela Johnson. We are streaming live on Twitter, by the way, and YouTube. So there's heavy rain Friday, Saturday. Our frontal line flattens out. Does include Florida Panhandle. This brown is extreme drought down in Florida. So our frontal line is going to flatten out. and kind of up the rain chances. Now, we showed this here before I teased Tropics. We talked about this on Monday, and it's still in the forecast possibly. We get into the weekend, and here's what happens. Here's Friday. Saturday morning. Deja vu again, right? High pressure. So low pressure pulls out. High pressure builds in. High pressure blocks this front. The front flattens out. And the front's going to linguini. if you don't understand that, you got to follow Mike's other page for a while. Linguini means lingering. But this front's going to flatten out Saturday morning. So unfortunately, again, we could have storms and rains for folks on their Saturday morning here across the upper Gulf stretching eastward. Same thing we've seen with these last two systems. And what happens here, look, Saturday 4 p.m., this hangs around. We get into Sunday, kind of hanging around, right? So you just don't really know who's going to get it. The front's going to flatten out. So anytime you get a flattening out front, you just kind of like have increased rain chances through the weekend. So that's unfortunate. Hey, Miss Lori Rye, are you in the... I hate saying are you in the house, but look, Bermuda might get some action. Look at that. Where are you, Bermuda? You're somewhere around here. Oh, right there north of you. Okay, maybe not. So there's our front, missing Bermuda. Maybe not. You're going to get a little bit Sunday too. Sunday morning, Bermuda. So our front flattens out. Now, let's look at the surface charts. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's Bermuda Monday. There's our front. See that high pressure? Blocking. Everything in the tropics is about the high pressure systems blocking low pressure systems. This is our Bermuda high starting to set in that we see and makes everything go this way around this big old high pressure system. All right, so let's look at the surface chart. My buddy Ed Petrowski. Somebody's hungry for linguini. Nancy says they're always keeping you waiting. Well, my mom and dad could vouch for that. Josh, I love my pasta. Linguini and spaghetti models. Mary's from Buffalo, New York. You had some snow this season. My mom and dad were just up there near Warren, Pennsylvania. Tom, you got to get the new shirt. Look, I thought I ordered the peach one too. The pink. I look good in pink. Oh, breakfast for Daily Brew will be a must, Jelly Ross. What's up, James? Highlights, buddy. Emmy's back, man. She was rocking this weekend. You know, our championship game they won, she had 8 total chances at second base. And she got all 8. She had a double play, but that's a lot. Sometimes you play second base and never get 1. She had 8 in one game. It was crazy. Had a good night last night. Had a couple hits. So she's back. It's fun to watch. Maybe I'll tease the highlights when we're done. I want to get into tropics. All right, so heavy rain. We got that. Here's the 5-day rain forecast. All right, so this is rainfall through Monday morning. Obviously, heavy rain. And this rain is going to linger here. We got a lot of people watching the Carolinas and the parts of Georgia. So our front's going to, settle down Friday, Saturday. And you get a lot of heavy rain coming from this thing. So we got a lot of rain coming this next 5 days. 5 days, though, if you notice, look who's cut off again. Florida Peninsula. So this is rainfall through Monday morning. So it doesn't look like Florida getting anything again. Drought-wise, I posted this earlier this week, but we'll show it again in case anybody's just popping in. So we got, pretty rough conditions down here in Florida. Orange is severe drought. Red is extreme drought. And red, ironically, is almost the same area Ian came aboard. That's probably not the best term to use. I haven't had this in years. Something with the boneless chicken did not go well last night. I woke up this morning at 4:54, and I'm like, uh-oh. This isn't good. Haven't had one of them days in a while. All right, so let's talk about the tropics. All right, let's look at surface charts. All right, so I teased this Brew crew. So listen, real quick. you know, we're getting at the time of the season. We have a lot of people like to support the page. We really appreciate it. Page is completely crowd-funded independently. You know, we have some great sponsors and supporters. Cat 1 subscribers, Cat 5 subscribers get a little bit more perks. One of the perks is, for both of these, is we have a little private chat room, and I don't really do anything special. We talk more weather sometimes, and I tease things before I feel like going public with them, because I don't like to, you know, be a hypist. But we were talking about this yesterday, and one thing the Cat 5s do a lot, I'm going to do a lot more this year, is we Cat 5s sign up for texting services. So as the tropics get close, anytime there's a new area of interest, anytime there's a new name, anytime there's anything significant to tropics to make everybody, you know, interested in keeping up, you know, I'll send a text. Or if we have any special times, if we're going live on a special time, or I post a YouTube video or something like that, well, we always send the text out, you know. So it's a little perk. But anyway, so there's been this. All right, so we got a surface chart. I got to show you what's going on with the surface chart here. Surface charts. All right, this kind of verifies what I'm going to talk about. Oh, and I had a graphic up. Where did it go? No, did I lose it? Oh, I had it ready to go, and it's gone. Oh, let me go over here to close tabs. Maybe I can find it real quick. Dang it, I was so good. I had it up. Now I got to look at history. Darn it. And knowing me, I got 5 bazillion tabs open today. I'm going to find it. You give me like 10 seconds here. I'm going to find it. 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 Oh, man. Maybe I won't. 7:30. What time was it? All right. 5 seconds. Man, I look at so much stuff in the morning. Anyway. Darn it. 6:50. Wonder what time it was. Oh, ooh, ooh, All right. This is from WDSU Channel 6 Weather. I don't know where they're at. I Googled it. All right. So if you follow us a lot, we talk about preseason storms are very common, right? In May, we've had early season systems 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We did not have one last year. But 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We've had a system every season in May or April since 15. So it's not uncommon at all. But notice most of these, this was a great graphic because it shows you tropical storm. We did have Alex in January, very odd. But tropical storm, tropical storm, tropical storm, subtropical storm, tropical storm, tropical storm. So, just because I mentioned the word tropical does not mean, oh my God, it's a hurricane. Chances are early season systems are weak because there's a lot of wind shear. A lot of these are lopsided systems because we get a lot of wind shear rolling in from the west to the east this time of year from frontal boundaries. And they're usually sloppy systems. Sometimes if they start in the Gulf, will be a lot of moisture to the southeast. Most of these actually form over in the Atlantic side, and they end up not really affecting anybody. So interesting graphic, right? 15. So it's not uncommon. It doesn't mean the season's going to be any busier or not. But as you can see with the surface charts here, which I love, this is on Saturday, and you can just follow along. Sunday, Monday. There's our front, just lingering, right? Lingering around. Linguini front. Lingering. All right, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? Just hanging around. Well, what this does is high pressure usually builds to the top, and that means that the wind shear starts to slow down a little bit. Once this frontal boundary weakens and, all that massive wind shear that comes down with the jet stream gets blocked by high pressure system, and we still get sometimes a subtropical jet down here that might induce some wind shear, but doesn't hold back that we can get a weak low pressure system. So when I woke up this morning, I was interested with this. So let's go to tropical tidbits. All right, so let me show you yesterday's runs that I already saw people sharing yesterday, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So what time was it? Was it yesterday? All right, so we go to tropical. So our number one we have two number one go-to private websites on the net. We go to Tropical Tidbits and we go to weathernerds.org. We love both those guys, Levi and Matt. They've been big supporters of my page, and they allow me to embed their stuff, and in return I do a lot of promotion obviously with them. So we go to Tropical Tidbits almost every morning, and I show you what's available to you guys too. I have it linked on the app and linked on the website. But let's see where the GFS was yesterday. I can't remember if it was the 6Z or the 00Z yesterday. This is what was being shared all over the internet. Maybe it was 12Z. It was yesterday. There it was. Okay. So yesterday, the 12Z GFS showed this. It actually showed borderline hurricane. Anytime you get sub 1,000 millibar, you could technically say high-end tropical storm. But it was one run out of many. The GFS last year, if you followed us, I'm going to keep a scorecard this year, as a matter of fact, in my brain of models that are performing well and models that aren't. Last year, we picked up on the GFS last year not performing well at all. And it ultimately carried that all the way through Ian, and GFS just didn't have a good year. Well, anyway, this was shared all over the place yesterday. But what I was thinking is what I'm starting to see more when I woke up this morning, more than anything. And that is, let's go to the latest Euro, and kind of give you a hint that we could see a weak low pressure system possibly in the Gulf of Mexico, according to last night's models. Very weak, very weak, very, very weak, very weak, very weak. Subtropical, a lot of shear. What the damn graphic I'm trying to find is, I can't even remember now. Maybe it's not on the southeast side. I don't think it is. I got to go back up here to hit Euro. This is the one I like. We can get a little closer though. I think Western Atlantic. All right. So this is bottom line. All right. So if you look at the front flattens out and lingers, and a little bit of that energy just hangs around in this general area. This is Saturday. This is generally lowering pressures across the Gulf. And, you could argue both sides are going to be definitely eventually areas to watch from old fronts. But the reason this is interesting to me is a couple things. One, makes a lot of sense. High pressure blocking over here across the Atlantic. High pressure, builds in and it slowly migrates over here, meaning that this will be the area that maybe could develop into a weak low pressure system. The Gulf water temperatures are warmer than average, 5 degrees on average, maybe a little warmer in spots. So the fuel will be there for anything to like juice up. And of course, if you guys follow me more than just now, whatever that meant, was the icon. I'm a big icon fan, and the icon is showing the little low pressure here starting to form here next Tuesday, Wednesday. So nothing to stress about, but I'm liking the little consistency here. High pressure kind of building in, lingering low pressure hanging out. Just something to watch. One thing we talk about here in my daily brew is we look way ahead. Nothing's official. I'm not a meteorologist, but early season systems are very common, and they can be great for Mother Nature evening things out, and that means Florida. So let's talk about the rain. So let's say the Euro is right, and this is something worth talking about more than anything. Sloppy low pressure area. But what it could do is bring some moisture, and that would be very welcoming here to the Florida area. Oh, there it is. Okay. Man, it's going to take me a while to get used to my models here. All right, so here we go. Euro, this is what kind of does. This makes a lot of sense, right? Boom. So there's our weak low pressure system, but look what it does. A lot of moisture that could possibly, this is next Tuesday. So if we do get some sort of a Gulf low left over from the front that we're watching now, more than likely we'll have a lot of wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico, and we get a lot of these sloppy systems that push a lot of moisture away from center. So we'll keep an eye on that. Nothing to get all. Now, there is a possibility it could be here. But hoping for Florida's sake that we get some rain, right? Everybody wants rain. And this is usually what happens. We usually get some weird early season weak system that brings in some moisture. So it's interesting, right? Right. Yes. All right. So I'm really, this is the time of the year that I realize why I love Tropics, because now I have a excitement about noon. I'm weird. I love to wake up and look at models, and I love noon when the new models come out. So this is the Icon. Everybody knows I like the Icon. Icon's really good at sniffing early season systems, but hey, be kind of interesting. Susan wants to know about the seaweed. I have no idea about the seaweed. Tabletop Greek. Yeah. Well, the GFS, look, you get some clicks. You get some likes. Attic Air, Shelly. I know. Now I got to start planning my nap schedule around the models. Eric, high 94 predicted. I know. See, the reason I think this is definitely worth entertaining the idea of mentioning is because the golf's so hot. And my buddy, the Icon, I fell in love with this. Everybody thought I was a weirdo. They're like, "What are you talking about the Icon?" The Icon's been really good for early season pickup. And look what this is next Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Look, starting to show weakening low pressure system, which could bring a lot of moisture. Like I said, shear's strong. You know, shear will be incoming from the west. Shear is upper level winds, and shear is responsible for keeping tropical systems from becoming too strong, and because it knocks the top of the thunderstorms off as they try to grow. Shear anomaly, shear mean. You're sure mean. So let's go to next. Oh, it's working. All right, so here's next Tuesday. So tremendous amount of wind shear in the Gulf of Mexico. Tremendous. Now, it does weaken a little bit. This is on Wednesday. But it's still 30, 40 knots of shear. That's a lot of wind shear. So that's why I said most of the early season systems are weak, low pressure systems. They can't develop in the mid levels, allowing strength. So they're usually weak, broad rainmakers. We'll see. That's just something to talk about. Nothing to stress about. Was it no means or yes means? Nothing to stress about by any means. How about that? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right, so here's another way to look at what the low pressure could look like. This is next Tuesday morning. And we'll see. We'll see. I'll be anxious to see what the afternoon models. I teased the Brew Crew yesterday. The idea. Yesterday, the Euro was showing here, but now it's here. Hey. But this makes more sense because high pressure is going to be building in off to the north and the east a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on it. Nothing to get too worked up about yet, obviously, but for me, Emily's got a softball game next Tuesday night. I'm already thinking ahead. I'm like, this could mess things up. This is Wednesday morning on the Icon, but kind of beautiful. Now, like I said, there's two areas here. This is what was showing up yesterday. This low from the front and this low. So we could, like I said, could be this one. Could be this one. Most of the season, there's been very few systems developed in the Gulf April, May. Most of them are over here. That's because the wind shear is less, more than anything. And you get a lot of wind shear. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I wish I could play audio recordings without getting copyrighted. But, the forest saying that's all I got to say about that. Good morning, James Fort. How are you doing, buddy? All right, so heat today, I got a cool graphic here if you guys are, it seems like I get more feedback on temperature posts. I only have 58 million links on my page, but right here, this is it. See temperatures, current temps. If you click right here, daily temp records, click on that one. It's a cool site because it monitors real time what's been going on in the last several hours. So obviously out west we've got a lot of broken records right now. But as the day goes on, we'll start to see oranges and yellows down in the southeast. And remember, if you're new to the site, Mike's Weather page, spaghettimiles.com, I keep all my tweets, all my posts over here on the right, and you can see everything I posted throughout the day. Everything I reshared, it's everything. So if you don't like getting lost in the social media world because you see random posts from 3 days ago or you see one from 4 hours ago, and I'll see a post that says, "Why aren't you talking about this?" I'm like, "Well, I just did talk about that." So you always look for my posts, especially in the tropical season, because unless you actually go to somebody's physical page and look at all their posts, if you're just relying on feeds on Twitter, Instagram, all these places, you're only going to see random posts pop up. You're not going to see all the posts. And to really stay tuned on anything, because tropics evolve, and you need to stay in tune of everything as it happens, then you look at like all the posts. And again, if you're on the app, I have that on the app. Ooh, I just got an email back from Twitter. What did they say? I've been dealing with something. Anyway, they reached out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool service, man. Shelly, I did get that email about the miners. I'm sorry, I'm reading emails during my life. Oh well. Golf is 82. All right, let's talk about some temperatures. So anyway, there's a temperature tracker. The temperatures today, this is incredible. This is predicted temps today. It's unbelievable. This is the southeast. Obviously, it stops at Tennessee, but we got upper 80s in Tennessee, across Carolinas, through Georgia, everybody. 90s sprinkled through Louisiana, bunch of 90s in South Georgia. We got a lot of middle 90s across Florida. I'm talking like record-breaking heat. I think it was 94 in Cape Coral yesterday. Is that right, Eric? 94? That's hot. That's really hot for early April. That's why I'm thinking this golf. Let's look at some golf temperatures here in a minute. But I want to zoom in on the latest predicted temperatures for Florida today, because it's incredible to be in the upper 80 or 90s already. So open a new tab and you can really start to see it. So anything, 93, maybe 93 in Tampa today. That's incredible. 90s all the way to Gainesville and Ocala. 90s down through Bradenton and Sarasota. That's because the winds are coming in from the Atlantic over here, helping keep them a little cooler than us. So all this heat builds. Let's look at time frame for the storms later today. Because we got, luckily the SPC weakened some of those storm chances for later today, so that's always good. I was a little worried about that because it's not very common to have hatched that far north. All right, so here's timing today. There's that line. So this is about 4 o'clock tonight. This is about 2 o'clock. So there's our line. 2 o'clock. Still heading over, losing some of that upper level punch. This is overnight. This is around 11 p.m. midnight. So we can still see some rain here overnight through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas. This is tonight overnight. It's going to be rainy northeast. Tomorrow morning, wake up. We're going to still see rain this tomorrow morning. Wake up. Depends on when you wake up. I had a neighbor once that complained about loud music about 11 o'clock at night. And it was loud, yeah. But 11 o'clock to me is not 11 o'clock to him. So I felt like saying, my nap time is 2 o'clock. I sleep 30 minutes a day. I sleep about 5 hours a night, and I take about a 30-minute nap every day. an hour if I'm lucky, but it never happens. Usually midnight to 5 is my time to sleep. But anyway, I'm like, 2 o'clock's my time. So when he's mowing the yard, I was going to go out there and say, what the hell are you doing mowing the yard at 2 o'clock? Not everybody's on the same schedule. So this might, even though this is 7 in the morning tomorrow, this might be your going to bed time. So I can't say wake up time because it might not be your wake up time. But anyway, here's noon tomorrow. What's really cool about this front, man, you can see it. Well, I just fast forward a big time, but as the front progresses, you start to see it do this, flattening out, high pressure builds in. Kind of always cool to see that. But anyway, here's tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. We're gonna still see storms on the upper Gulf tomorrow night, normal stuff. 4 or 5 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday night. And then as we fast forward to Friday, early, there's more blob down here. So just going to be providing a lot of juice. And then all this juice is in Texas Friday morning. All this is going to end up coming this way Friday, Saturday across the upper Gulf East Coast, minus Florida Peninsula. So I look back, we do the blob, and this is so funny. I was looking at some old post. And so I made this shirt a couple years ago, and it says I watch blobs and squalls, right? So I ran across a post that was in around April last year about a Texas blob, and that's when we came up with the name BOGO, thus the two little one-eyed guys, because it always seemed like we would get a blob of storms in Texas Western Gulf that would migrate their way across the Gulf of Mexico. And we would always watch for spinach in the blobs, right? So what I'm getting at is Mother Nature is very predictable, right? So we're starting to see these fronts flatten out. These blobs are a little higher up. They're not into the Gulf. A lot of that's due to the subtropical jet stream and, where all the stuff's upper atmosphere is hanging out right now. But we're getting Texas blobs now. This will be the third one that's going to be hanging out over the early part of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, over Texas and maybe Louisiana from the end of that front. And if that lower down just a little bit into the Gulf, then it's got fuel because the Gulf's hot. And they come across. And we over those years, if you guys remember, if you watch, we had some really impressive blobs of blow up out of the Gulf of Mexico this time of year, early April, May, because these are old frontal lines, And again, they have a lot of wind shear, so they have a hard time organizing. But the longer the blobs hang out, blobs become things. So I can't wait to talk about our first blob of the year. I need to get a blob shirt. I think I ruined mine. I got bleach all over it. I watch blobs bleach and spinach. Anyway, all right. So let's look at some water temperatures. This map has not been updated. I don't know what's going on with it. It's a NHC map. They just haven't updated it since February 4th. It bums me out. But current temperatures. Let's really zoom in on it. A lot of people ask me about this link, the NOAA satellite anomaly link. Somebody from NOAA or NASA actually sent this to me. They're like, hey Mike, add this link to your site. I love this. So it's a weekly, monthly anomaly map. Of course, the Gulf, this is your weekly anomaly. Obviously, so white is the mean average, and red is above normal. So we're about 6 degrees above normal on our loop current, but we're also 5 to 6 degrees warmer than normal across the Florida coast here. And of course, everybody, Texas, 2 degrees, everybody's pretty much above normal. Got these little pockets coming down from Mississippi. Cold water runoff. That's all that cold water coming down from up north. But overall, 3, 4, 5 degrees above normal. And if we look at temperature-wise, we are inching into 80, 81, 81, 81, 81, 81. We're getting to be 81 along the coast now. Almost beach weather, 80 degrees off Fort Myers. We did notice it was 80 degrees off Clearwater. Here's 80 degrees, 80 degrees. Key West area 81, 82 degrees. So tropical systems, the rule of thumb is 80, but we've seen it as low as 78 and 79 before. So it's still a little cool here. That's why sometimes these early season systems would be subtropical. They're wider, opened cold core, bringing the storms more outward. Which, again, if we zoom in on our latest Euro and latest GF or icon, we have enough to talk about that we could see a weak low pressure area try to muster up some rain middle next week. There's the Euro and there's the icon. So it'll be really interested to see the afternoon run of models because it makes sense to me. I mean, this icon parked right over that loop current, and that'll blow up some thunderstorms and add some convection. So, but anyway, that was a lot of weather in a nutshell. I really did the weather in a nutshell. I don't know if they're really going anywhere. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing those. I don't know. Maybe for Tropics, but we'll see. All right. Anything else we talk about? Katie. I'll be able to get in the water soon. 88 is my magic number. Hunter Green. Isn't that ironic, Eric? Hunter Green. When does winter end, Harold? Depends where you live. What's up, Mr. Mikey? What's going on? Yeah, it's got some cruise talking going on. I don't think I have a cruise link yet on my site. We're getting a lot of cruise reservations, so I'm not really pushing it too hard. I think Shelly shares it now and then. I can talk about the cruise now. We'll start sharing it. We'll catch up on what we got. We don't want too many people on the cruise. We're not being rude. It was a very nice number last year. So if you're really interested in it, you'll figure out a way. Either message Shelly or me, if you really want to go. You have to prove that you're a MWP fan. We're gonna have a secret word. Like you have to say something that only a true follower would understand. I should have my. I just backed my truck in. I got a new solar. Oh my god, it's so awesome. It's a 40-watt solar panel that I'm going to put on my dash if I ever need it. But I got the Storm Chaser weather station running right now. It's 83 degrees, 70% humidity, 1020 pressure. That's high pressure. Can't wait to do the first storm chase. So the window above me, when we storm chase, I'm going to actually have this data right here. Like that. This data right here will be above me. So you'll be able to follow along with temperature, pressure. When I do park, you'll be able to follow along with wind and wind direction. It'll be kind of fun. I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see pressure drops as I enter storms. And you'll be able to always follow along with the link. We'll have a link. The location won't be updated correctly, but it'll be... something you can follow along with and see humidity and dew point. Dew point's big with tornadoes and hail. But don't forget, we got an awesome link here. It's 10% off. You can check it out right here. So definitely, I think we sold about 20 of these things already. I can't believe it. They sent one to me. And I actually talking to them, so it's kind of a fun partnership. So they gave a 10% off link to everybody that would be interested. So it's really cool. I usually don't talk about products unless I believe in them, but it is so cool. I love it to death. The one product that just absolutely blew me away as far as the features. It even works with Alexa. And I started downloading this new thing that it's called, I don't know. There's interactive features with it. I don't know the link, but there's an interactive website for $5 a month that you can control it to text you, to call you, to, I don't remember the damn link. I can't remember now where the hell is the link at. I already signed up for it. I just got to link it now. I'll find it. But it'll actually send me a text, an email, whatever I want it to do. So like if the winds pick up to 10 miles an hour, I can get a text, I can get an email, which is awesome. If it detects lightning in the area, I can get a text or email. And it's only $5 a month. It's like Alexa. And it works with Alexa. I don't know. There's so many things with it. Can't wait to use it. Since I got it, we haven't had rain. I think I mounted it on the truck over 2 weeks ago, and we haven't had a drop of rain in 2 weeks. I mean, really, I can't even go out in the rain with it. I can't even go videotape a cloud. We haven't had a cloud in 2 weeks. It's incredible. I mean, it is our dry season, but man, this is ridiculous. Thought I saw a purple dot. Not yet. Let's look at the satellite. That's amazing. Goes east here. We can really zoom in over to southeast. Should be pretty dark. Well, it is pretty dang clear. Look at this. There you go. If you're wondering if there's any sunshine out there, there ain't, or there's clouds. There's no clouds. There's almost no clouds over the state of Florida right now. We got a little bit South Georgia. That's live. I wonder if you could see anybody. This is such high resolution. It's ridiculous. This is so incredible. This is live satellite imagery. I wonder how. There's Shelly. I see her out there drinking coffee. I see some guys fishing down in Lake Okeechobee. But even up in the Carolinas, look at this. We got no clouds hardly up there, man. That's why it's going to be hot, hot, hot. Let's see what it looks like. Let's look at the storms. Let's see here. I always like this one. It's kind of cool. This one's got the current lightning. See, when you really don't see, you just see a blob of clouds. But this is always a cool one to look at lightning. You can see. Well, this is another lightning one over here too. Nope, that's not the one. Lightning over here. Oh, this is a cool page. I need to learn how to use it. Oh, where did it go? Where are you? Oh, there it is. This is a cool one. Now everybody's going to hear tick, 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 but that's okay. I like this one because it's got live lightning going on. Listen. It's electric. Had big storms go through Chicago earlier this morning. Michigan getting a bunch right now. All right, let's pop over to Twitter real quick and see if there's any weather news. There's a lot of severe weather warnings out there. This just popped up. This was 1 minute ago. Let's take a looky here. Oh, my buddy Dusty Kemp, are you watching? Oh, I got to turn this down. It's Mike Falk. Yeah, you got this. Yeah, Tom, they do mount amazing too. That's the cool thing. Shelly's a good website. So this just got posted. My buddy Dusty, are you watching? You always watch me. Mike, what's that sound? See, I knew it'd get somebody. I was playing the lightning link that I got on my website that you can listen to lightning. But anyways, this just got posted from the Storm Prediction Center. Isolated tornadoes may increase this morning. So, if you got anybody in the Indianapolis area, surrounding areas, Louisville, then I need to pay attention to these storms brewing right now. I might have to reshare that because I got a lot of people that follow me up that neck of the woods. Camping. I know we were going to go camping this weekend. We actually have Easter plans with Mom and Dad and her mom, but we were going to do something Friday, Saturday. I don't know what we're going to do. It's kind of hard to plan. Everything's booked. I looked at hotel. Oh my God. Has anybody noticed hotel prices are like through the roof? Like, what's going on with hotel prices? We were going to book down there. We love Jimmy Iguanas and Splash Harbor. But man, I was looking at that Holiday Inn. It was $350 a night. That doesn't even include resort taxes, and it'd be like $400 plus a night. Like 2 nights would be like $900. I'm like, I'll sleep in the dang car. I mean, because this is what happens. You party at the pool for a while. Next thing you know, it's 11. Then it's midnight. You might fall asleep. Then it's 1. Then it's 2. So you're basically in the room for 4 hours. I don't remember hotels being that much money. And then you got to ask for room service. That's bugs the heck out of me. And when you got 3 girls, you go through a lot of towels. I ended up getting the one on the floor. I always look for the driest towel on the floor. That's dad life, right? Or I have to use the restroom down by the lobby. All right. Yeah, Shelly. So I got June and July. We try to get everything. Try to do nothing. Obviously, September, August, September, October. Lafayette. Well, I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to zoom in a little more, Brandy. Let me figure that out for you. I'm not really sure. Let's see. The map comes up here. We can take a look. It's a township. Boy, you're definitely, man, you know. Are you right there? It's Kentland. You're actually south. I think this. You're almost at the border, south of Chicago. I don't know. They don't have you penciled in. There's a nasty squall line right now that's coming. But should be, the stronger stuff they're expecting. It looks like just to the east of you. So anyway, yeah, you're in the middle of nowhere when all the roads are north, south, east, west, right? All right, well, here you go. A lot of weather. So I'll be posting after noon, 3 o'clock-ish, after the Euro comes out. We'll take a look at that possibility of, weak low pressure, possibly. See if there's a sign that we could see a weak system. What would the first name of the season be? It would be Arlene. Arlene, is that you? We will see. All right. Well, it's a good day. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks to all those fans and supporters up there. Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I do look at Airbnbs. Yep. I'd like to go back to Shores of Panama. That's home of Pineapple Willie's. Tabletop Greek. Well, you got some rain tomorrow, but the strong stuff is definitely weakening for you. I believe you're still in the green. No, you're not even in the green tomorrow. So you might get a weak line of rain tomorrow. Let's take a look here. Wilmington. They're not expecting any strong storms for you, though. Let's just keep it right here. I don't think it's even going to make its way. It might just miss you guys altogether. I mean, tomorrow, yeah, I don't think you're going to get it tomorrow. So high pressure is pretty strong over us right now. So most of it stays off to your west and north. This is tomorrow. Definitely, it doesn't look like anything tomorrow at all. Maybe some stuff Friday morning right here. But it'll be weak, so. All right, it was a great day, everybody. Appreciate it. Softball tomorrow night. Vicky Hill, you're welcome. Oh, let's do softball highlights. I saw a couple people asking. I didn't have them for anybody on Monday, but Emily is back. Thank goodness. She got her toe healed. Her nickname now is Tornado. Tornado. Because she broke her toe. But anyway, here we go. Let's pop this up here. This is, let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. So these are all right, so let me rewind it here a little bit. Oh, I still got lightning going on. What is up with that? Hold on a minute. She's lightning. Funny thing is, I don't even know what to, I'm going to have to close. All right, let's do a tab check here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to find 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. There it is, 24, 25, 26. And we're right back where it all began. No, she had some really killer second base highlights here. So let me show you real quick. I'm going to pull her back up again. I was impressed with her. She had 2 good hits last night, too. I was happy for her. All right, here we go. Second base. There she is. Second base. Second base. Oh, man, this thing won't show all the way because I got the camera. Oh, well, we'll just leave it right there. That's about the best you're going to get. We tried. I don't know. I minimized the screen for to fit, but then when it opens up full scale, whatever. Another day. I'll share it on my dang page. It's pointless if you can't see everything. Anyway, all right. But anyway, if you're on Twitter, give her a follow. She's not on Facebook. But, all right. So we'll be live Friday. I'll be posting a lot. Maybe we'll do a little video this afternoon if it's worth talking about the very small outside chance of Gulf tropical juice next week. So, all right. Well, have a great day. I got a little coffee left, a little Pepto left, and a little bit of Mickey Mouse water left.